WWE RAW, The Shield gets attacked by nearly all of the heel roster on Monday Night Raw, WWE RAW. My goodness. Sometimes I ask myself, and it's only on Mondays, why am I here? Why am I watching this Monday Night Raw? Why am I doing this? And inevitably it comes down to the next day I want to come on here and give an informed opinion, so I don't want to necessarily turn off the show, even though they made me do it 1 week. So, the Shield gets thrown in jail. They get out within hours. How'd that happen? And we get this closing segment on Monday Night Raw. And of course, I'm looking at the Finn Balor Braun Strowman match. I'm like, okay, just bring the Shield out here. Let's just get this over with. So the Shield comes down to sirens. I'm figuring it's Scott Steiner, but it's not. It's the Shield. And we're about to get it on, and the heel roster comes on. We have these guys: The Ascension, AOP, Mike Kanellis. We had Kevin Owens. I'm going to get to Kevin Owens in a little bit. We had him come down, and they put the beat down on the Shield. And I got to say, what is going on here? First of all, Braun Strowman, he's officially in heel now, so I see his momentum going down steadily, week by week. You have Braun Strowman with the big, I had this planned all along, smile on his face, the smirk on his face. And the crowd is just not buying it because they don't care. They don't want to see Braun Strowman as a heel. He's in concert with Ziggler and McIntyre, who are the tag team champions, by the way. We have this beatdown happen, and the collection of misused guys in this beatdown, the Ascension, when they're not, they spent their time not talking about sawed off duck butts anymore to come down and beat down the Shield. They're in there, AOP is in there, they've ruined them. Hopefully Drake Maverick does something with them. And Kevin Owens, after months of getting destroyed by Braun Strowman, here he is, back the next week after saying he quits. Now he's helping Braun Strowman? What's going on there? The logic gaps. Look, sometimes when wrestling is bad, it's bad. Whatever, it is what it is. But when there are logic gaps, that's when I just cannot take it. Like, just give me something to where it makes sense. Not this, Kevin Owens coming out helping Braun Strowman. Let's just forget about how you threw me off the cell and just tortured me for months, for goodness sake. But overall, the Shield, of course, we built up the sympathy for the Shield. We built up sympathy for Roman Reigns. I'm not interested in building up sympathy for these guys. And the whole angle, like I've been consistent, I've said that this would not work. This turning Braun heel, it's not working out because the fans wanted to love the guy. Now he's a heel. Nobody buys it. The Shield overall, look, as for the segment itself, the spots were so dangerous. That spot that Seth Rollins took, who knows if he's seriously injured or not going through that police van. That was such a dangerous spot. Whose idea was that? That was such a bad idea. But overall, I really don't see this leading to anywhere other than the Shield coming out throughout the next few weeks and beating down the entire roster that initially beat them down that last night. That does nobody's any favors but the Shield. Looking at this feud, the Shield versus Braun Strowman and Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, like they have all of the belts held up in that one feud. The world title, the Intercontinental title, and the tag teams title are now held up in that feud. Who knows what happens with the Revival here, but even if it goes the Revival versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, that takes away from Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler. Now, what is Seth and Dolph gonna do? And if it's Seth and Dolph versus Dean versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, what are the Revival gonna do? What is the tag team division gonna do? So we have all of this built up into one feud, and I'm not feeling any bit of it. They really should have went with Braun versus Roman Reigns. I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. They really should have just went with those two guys. No rest of the Shield, no Dolph and Drew. We could have gotten on with those guys. Could have had Braun as a face with the championship after cashing in. That would have been a tremendous storyline for the fall. Now we're stuck with what we're stuck with, and I am worried about this prospects going forward. Let me know what you think down below. What do you think about the beatdown? I thought it fell flat. Let me know what you think down below, and whether it's on YouTube, Twitter. Let me know what you thought about WWE Raw and the Shield beat down.